In today's video, we are going to roast parsnips. Parsnips are similar to carrots, they're in the same family, but they are not as even in size and shape as carrots. So there is a few tips that I'm going to share with you so when you roast your parsnips, they come out delicious. So I'm first going to start by chopping my ends of these parsnips. Sometimes when you buy parsnips at the store, they are sold in a bunch with the green leaves attached. You can discard those and save those if you want to make stock. You can also roast them as well. A lot of people dehydrate them and then use them as sprinkling over the top. So that's also an option. So I just want to show you the size difference in the same bag of parsnips at the store. I had this one and I had this one. And obviously I can't just roast them whole like this because this larger one would take a lot longer to roast. So the first thing I am going to continue doing is give them a quick peel. These are thoroughly washed. You do not need to peel your parsnips, but if you do, just grab a vegetable peeler. I just do one quick thin peel to take out some of the deeper ridges on it. Not perfect. I found that roasting parsnips, like most vegetables, bring out the natural sweetness and make a super easy side dish. Now, if you are roasting veggies for the first time, I do have a fall vegetables how to roast video in my channel as well as how to roast beets and so many more veggies. I'm gonna link all those videos below so you can have awesome side dishes all year round. Okay guys, so up next, we want to slice these parsnips. So carefully, I'm just going to take my long knife and slice it in half, just like that. And the reason being is I want to make all my parsnips as even as possible in size. I cut them in half, give myself a flat surface, and then cut them almost like fries, but not. And they are going to, this way, cook evenly. Do you typically roast parsnips? Is this your first time roasting parsnips? What do you serve them with? Make sure to leave a comment below the video. I'd love to hear how you're cooking and using this recipe today. All right, so now that all of my parsnips, as you can see, they are cut evenly. Even that big one got cut into these long strips. Of course, you can always cut them into circles or rounds, however you like, but I like to serve these on the side just like this. So I'm gonna place them on my baking sheet just like that, spread them out. And sometimes you realize that a few pieces are left really big, so you can kind of come back and cut those up. I like to keep my roasted veggies really simple, so I'm going to drizzle these with some olive oil. I'm gonna sprinkle some salt over the top. Now I do have my own roasted veggie seasoning right here that I love in all of my roasted vegetables. I'll link to it and give you all the details below the video, but you can use whatever your favorite seasoning is, or just leave it like that, olive oil and salt. Now, if you wanted to distribute the olive oil and the spices throughout, you can just simply toss them with your hands. So all the sides of your parsnips get coated with olive oil evenly and seasoning. I'm going to roast these in my 400-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven for about 35 minutes until they are fork tender, and they'll change the coloring to a bit more golden than this white right here. Guys, check these out. These parsnips are perfectly cooked. You know that they're done because when you press with your fork, it's fork tender. And they smelled sweet, delicious. I'm gonna leave everything that you need for this recipes, plus some sides or main proteins that you can use with this right below the video. And while you're down there, hit that red subscribe button. You and I get to cook together a few times a week. See you next time.